What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jaeger, and I'm here today to teach you guys how to become better at sniping. Now, what you want to do in the process of becoming better at sniping is practicing sniping offline before going online. So what I want you guys to do is go to multiplayer, then go down to custom games, and once you hit this screen right here, we're going to go press the menu button. We're going to slide over to options and look at your sensitivities. In most cases, most people have their sensitivities between 6 and 10. And then some people like to have it up on 12 or 14, which is stupid because in their mind they're like, oh, I need to be able to turn around fast if someone's behind me. And I'm like, that's good and all, but now once you turn around and you press your, get your aim in, you don't have control over it because a slight touch will send your screen flying over to the left or right. So you want to keep it between 6 and 10. Now for me, I usually keep it on 8 because that is where I feel safe at. Target assist, you want to have that enabled because it kind of, brings your crosshairs towards your enemy when you're aimed at them. Aim assist does not affect multiplayer. Aim assist is for zombies, so don't even bother touching that. When you come to button layout, enter it, and then on this highlighted screen right here, you want to take it from default to flipped. If you don't have it on flipped already, move it from default and bring it over to flip. And what this does is make your aim and shooting buttons your two front bumpers, the L1 and R1, instead of it being L2 and R2. Because when you're shooting with L2 and R2, it takes like a second or so longer to aim in and get your shot off, and it doesn't really feel as good as using the two front bumpers. The two front bumpers offer you speed and time, so that way you're already aimed in, you already have time to make your shot and choose what you want to do from that point on. And stick layout, don't touch this. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. And once you have changed your controls, we're going to come over to setup game. I'm sorry about that. You want to make sure that your game mode is on team deathmatch. Edit your rules so that your time is unlimited. Your score is set to 25. And don't touch any of this stuff down here. Leave this stuff alone. You don't want nothing to do with it. Leave it. Set your bots up on the enemy team to 1. I'm sorry. My mind's thinking about something else. Set your enemy team to 3 bots and put the difficulty down to recruit. Don't put it on regular, hardened, or veteran. You want it on recruit so it is easier for you, so you don't get agitated while you're trying to practice getting your kills, landing your kills, becoming better with your accuracy. Now you're going to go to score streaks. You're going to put it on UAV, care package, and Guardian. You can choose to use counter UAV, but since you're, practicing offline, put it on Guardian. Don't touch any of this other stuff. Put it on Guardian. You'll see why once we hop into the game, why I have you guys pick those 3 score streaks. Now, for create a class, pick the sniper that you're going to be using. So for this video, no, as a matter of fact, make 2 classes, one with a scope and one without a scope. So since I'm going to be using the SVG for this video, you can see right here that I don't really have much in this class. I don't have much. I have ballistic CPU, FMJ, and stock. Then for perks, I have 6th Sense, because you want to know where your enemy is at. You want to know where they are at all possible times. You want to have on fast hands so you can get your weapon out faster after sprinting, because you're going to want to be continuously sprinting around in this sniping career, which I will be explaining once we hop into the game. And gung-ho to hip fire your weapon. And people who don't know what hip fire is, hip firing kind of brings your sights down towards the waist. When you're aiming in, it kind of aims your gun towards the waist. Now if you don't want your sights to be aimed down towards the waist, you can get rid of this perk and switch it in for whatever you see fit. I'm going to give you that credibility here. And when you're online though, I want you guys to also activate perk greed 2 and put on hard wire. Hard wire is going to make you immune to counter UAV, so your radar won't be damaged. You will also be immune to EMP grenades, smoke screens, power core, trip mine, shock charges. It's going to reduce your digital imprint against enemy tracker and 6 sense perks. Now, if you don't want to put that on, that is fine by me. You can use it for wherever you want. Just don't use it on anything up here. You can have a secondary as backup, but just don't touch anything here. Now, for your second class with the scope on it, I recommend using the Recon. I don't like the Varix 3 or the Thermo or the Elo. The Elo is good when you first use it, but then after a while it gets kind of annoying. Thermo, people like to use to see their target better, but I don't recommend it. I recommend using the Recon, and once you pick the Recon, depending on what you have, like if you use the black market a lot, these are my black market sights that I have. I like to use the crosshairs, but using the default one is probably the best thing you can do for yourself. And as you can see, now that I have my optic, my scope on my sniper, my ballistic CPU cannot be used, so in replacement for that, you're going to use Fast Max. You want to put on Fast Max with the combination of FMJ and stock. Your perks down here are still the same. You have an extra loadout point. Use it on whatever you see fit, but you can't use it for anything up here, of course, because you're not going to have enough. So you can use it for a tactical or lethal or a secondary. Now once you do that, you press start. And we're going to hop right into the game. Now I want you guys to go into this game with an open mind that you are not going to be landing your shots right off the back. You're going to mess up, and I know you're going to get agitated, but you have to do this practice at least 2 times before going online. You need to warm yourself up, warm up your hands and your mind before going online. This is what this practice is for. It's to get you into the swing of things so that when you get online, you kind of have that mindset. You have that energy jump, that, you know, that jump start to your step, to your aim and true accuracy that we're going to be trying to perfect when in this how-to video. So what we're first going to be using is this SVG that has the stock, the FMJ, and the ballistic CPU. Yes, they put me on the opposite team. I am good. Okay. So from here, do not try to drag scope. No, drag scope. I don't know what I was talking about. Drag scope. If you can, you have a better chance of landing your shots if you drag scope. And you're not going to make all your shots. I want you to miss. I want you to miss some of those beginning shots. I want you to miss them, because that way some people play a bit better when they lose a couple times. When they lose a couple times, they play a bit better. And I see that my sensitivity here, it is not working into my advantage, so what I have to do now is bring it down to 7. You want to decrease it or raise it depending on what feels comfortable for you. And you see that I was not landing any of my stuff, and he was too close in range for me, so do not be afraid to hard scope either. People are going to tell you, oh, you're trash, you suck for hard scoping. Hard scoping is what's going to bring you to the top. It's what's going to help you get those kills. Because you see here, I'm not here to teach you guys how to be fancy with the sniper. I'm here to tell you how to land your kills more. And landing your kills more equals hard scoping. Drag scoping. These are the things that's going to help you in the long run get better at landing those kills, because I know there's some of you out there who want that diamond gold camo, which I have, and I will show you after as proof that I have it. I will show you after this video that I actually have the diamond gold camo for all my snipers. But as you can see, hold on, let me kill this guy over here. I see him coming. He's over here in this area. I just saw him move, yeah. Oh, I almost had him. Got him. What the ballistic CPU does is reduce the amount of swing your weapon does. You see how my weapon is barely moving around? That's what you want, because you want your accuracy to be as true as possible. To be as true as can be. And as you go along, you will be able to shoot faster in advance. Like once you get this hard scoping done, and you feel a bit confident in yourself, you will be able to increase the amount of time you have to take on shooting, the amount of time you waste on trying to get your accuracy down. And here is a little side tip from Jaeger, from your boy Truly. Do not be up close when sniping. You see that I'm up close now because I'm in practice mode and I'm just trying to get some shots down, but when you get online, be as far away as you can be, so that way if you miss, you have time to duck, reload, or get your bearings back together and then go back out to shoot. You want to be as far away as possible whenever you're doing this, whenever you're trying to shoot, because if you miss and you're up close, 99% of the time your opponent's going to have an assault rifle or a gun that's definitely faster than yours, and you're going to be put in a position where you can't do anything about it because you have a sniper and they have a pistol or a machine gun or a submachine gun or an assault rifle, something faster than what you have. So being at a distance is the best thing you can do for yourself. Now UAV, this is good for you and your team. This is good for you and the team, and I knew that was him. UAV helps you and your team, and you get 10 experience points each time your teammates gets a kill with your UAV up. Care package, hold on. Ooh, got him. Care package, unlike Black Ops 1 and 2, you don't know what the heck you're going to get, which makes it that much better. And the Guardian is a great way to block out your enemies and allow you to get a better shot in. And with this, you see that we have a Hellstorm, so from here I get to speed in and get rid of that one, but I missed in advance. I missed. Now I've been playing with this non-scope for a while. Let me go switch over to a scoped with a crosshair on it. I need to get killed though, and it's only going to be 5 kills, but I want you guys to see why I told you guys to pick the recon instead of any other thing. Yeah, so thank you for killing me. With this recon, this defaultive recon is honestly the best in my opinion. You're able to zone in. It's nothing fancy, and it gets the job done. It gets the job done. And you see that now that I got the ballistic CPU off, the gun is swaying a bit more than it did before. It's not as bad, but and I just kind of feel bad not having it. And oh my god, is this an active person? What the? Oh my god. Sorry about that. I got real distracted. But in the long run, this defaultive recon is the best one you can do, because I'm sorry, like I don't know what's wrong with me right now. This defaultive recon has 2 lines pointing in and a dot is in the center, so it's kind of telling you where you want to line your opponent up with, where you want your opponent to be. And drag scoping makes it that much easier because you're always able to zone in. Drag scoping is the key. I'm not here to show you how to be a quick scoper. I'm not here to show you how to be fancy. I'm here to show you how to increase your chances at landing your shots, at landing your... Hold on. Hold on. Nope, see, missed again. Missed again because I was trying to be fast. Ah. Wait, hell no, I had it completely on him, yeah. I was like, I had it on him, he should have died.
Excellent work.
54I will never
Now,
yield.
I'm not sure if I said this earlier, but I'm gonna say it now. Avoid keeping your sensitivity from 11 and up. Keep it between 6 and 10. That is the sweet spot. That is the zone you want to be in. You don't want it too low and you don't want it too high. So 6 and 10. Keep it between those two. When you are online, once you get 2 kills in a spot, move. People die often because they think they are safe staying in that spot. They need to learn how to move. Once you get 2 or 3 kills, in most cases 2, you need to take yourself and move. That is how you're going to increase your chances of survival, and this is how you're going to make yourself last longer. You know, to get that bloodthirst, what is it? Bloodthirst award. I don't know what it's called, but the bloodthirst icon that pops up on your screen once you hit 5 kills without dying. That's just how you're going to get that. You need to move. You need to keep on your feet. Once you get 2 kills in one spot, take it, move to another spot, because there is going to be that one person on the team who is coming for you, that knows that you've been up in that spot for a while and they're plotting on a way to get you. You will have a higher chance of survival by moving than staying in one place, because all someone really has to do is either throw a grenade or sneak up behind you, and that's it, because by the time you turn around, you're over. By the time you notice, they got 4 rounds planted in your backside. Now with the practice I showed you, do it at least 2 times. 3 times would be better, but if you don't feel like being in practice too long because you might end up getting bored and not wanting to go play online, do it 2 times. Lower the score down if you want to, but I recommend keeping it at 25. Do it 2 times, then go online, because when you go online you can kind of get a feel for how people play, because most people have a one-track mind and everyone's moving around and jumping on the wall and sliding and doing a bunch of unnecessary crap and using assault rifles. And with the sniper class, which is us, but the snipers of the world, we need to be the true supporters of the team, and that means hanging as far back as possible and picking people off the best way we can, and this practice is the best way to get you into that train of mind. Now, if you like what I have just told you and what I have shown you, like, comment, subscribe. Don't be afraid to leave a dislike too, because I'm not going to get mad at you. I will have my Twitter in the description down below so you guys can follow and ask me stuff and give me suggestions, because I'm open to all suggestions. This is your boy Jaeger, and I am out. I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.
Check this out, baby girl. Why don't you check out a nigga?
Man, I go to work. True winner. Jeans skinny like Squirrel.